Welcome to On the Edge with JP Devine from Central Maine Sunday. On the Edge with JP Devine Audio is sponsored by Sprague & Curtis Real Estate, the largest full-service real estate brokerage in Central Maine's capital region. Selling properties, helping people, getting it done. Visit their website at spragueandcurtis.com. Now here's JP Devine.
Hope in a big red suit. Let's get this out of the way right now. I'm a big fan of Santa Claus. Yeah, I know, Christmas is about the birth of Christ. It's great and beautiful story, and except for my old friend Bernie Goldman, it's one we all grew up with and have memorized. But despite the annual reading of the Nativity in Sister Rosanna's room each year, the Christmas week sermons, and the fact that I played 6 characters in 6 different Christmas pageants, Santa, for me, has refused to budge from being a central player in my Christmas. I know. There's a place for me in the lowest chambers of hell. Now, I don't mean the iconic figure who mysteriously comes down the chimney we don't have, who eats the cookies and drinks the milk we leave without saying thanks or good night. I mean the big guy in the red wool suit who has my father's twinkly eyes and big laugh. For the first moment I saw him perched on his throne, I loved the big fella in the red coat and pants, the fluffy white beard and the tassel ball that hung down across his eyes. The Santa of my heart, the one I grew up with, was the Coca-Cola Santa created by the great ad artist Haddon Hubbard Sonny Sunbloom. Yes, that one. My fondness for him grew with me through the years. As an actor, I was one of Santa's elves, like the May Company department store in Cleveland, Ohio, with comedian Dom DeLuise, who was fired for constantly upstaging Santa in the window display. I did it again in New York in the 50s, where Santa was played by a heavily padded Sid Edelstein, an actor from the Bronx who, on the side, had a great career selling suits and sport coats out of the trunk of his car. Where'd Sid get them? Who knew? Who cared? He was Santa, and I bought 4 suits from him. If you're still alive, Sid, Hanukkah Samish, and ho, ho, ho. The winter of 1938, I was 6 years old when word got out that Santa was coming to the basement of St. Mary and Joseph's Church. Say what? Usually my sisters took me downtown to Famous and Bar to meet Santa, but now Santa was coming into my hood. Well, it was as if Father Keating had announced that God himself was going to appear on the altar at our church, or more dramatically, Eleanor Roosevelt herself was coming to have a beer at Skeeter O'Neill's on Christmas Eve, with drinks on the house. So a week before Christmas, we piled into the church basement, and each of us sat on Santa's lap. My mother told me that to save time, Santa sat Mary Lister, she who gave me my first Valentine, on one lap and me on the other. On the way out, we were handed a large orange and a carton of chocolate milk. I gave my orange to Mary, and she gave me her chocolate milk. A sidebar. 20 years later, on a snowy Christmas Eve, I was home on leave from the Air Force. Mary and I met in the lobby of the Millville movie theater, and she reminded me of that Christmas. Some things one never forgets. Which brings me to this sad news, which you may have already heard. It seems that along with the climate change deniers, grown adults, even worse, teachers, one in Montville, New Jersey, and the other in Colonial Park Elementary in Massachusetts, have taken upon themselves to tell children that there is, and in fact never was, a Santa Claus. I'm giving these teachers the benefit of the doubt when I suggest that perhaps they were people of faith who felt that Santa had for too long encroached on their idea of a deity. I understand. As for myself, I kind of see Jesus, Beto O'Rourke, Barack Obama, and Santa Claus as kind of the same person. One big symbol of hope. Who could have a problem with hope? Besides, I like old guys who can still wear red.
Thanks for listening to On the Edge with JP Devine from Central Maine Sunday. On the Edge with JP Devine is sponsored by Sprague & Curtis Real Estate, the largest full-service real estate brokerage in Central Maine's capital region. Selling properties, helping people, getting it done. Visit their website at spragueandcurtis.com. Make sure you pick up Central Maine Sunday this week wherever newspapers are sold, and visit our website at centralmaine.com.